Good morning from Europe. Good afternoon, good evening, guys. Piotr here. This is LiteFinance global YouTube channel, and we are going to check what next for euro traders, what might happen after the European Central Bank rate decision. We are currently talking about the weekly chart. That's our weekly open, and we are trading above 120. So in that case, taking into the consideration the dip from here with this upside break, we've seen retest at the very beginning of that week. I'm talking yesterday, and market is trying to go higher. How high can we go? Well, this range from that particular week and the swing high over here are very, very important. So we are talking about the levels close to 21 and 22 based on the weekly chart. So that's the upside target for now, as long as we are above 120 in my opinion. So let's have a look what we have when it comes to the lower time frame. When it comes to the lower time frame, I'm taking into the consideration this upside break, right? This upside break through the 120. So when the low was 117, right? 117.50. Upside here was 119.50, 120. So we have 250, 300 pips. So retest of the yearly open, red dashed line, could be in place with some supply, as I mentioned, around 21, some supply around 21.90, and then higher we go towards 22, 20, and yearly open. So that's the daily chart of the euro dollar. Let's have a look where we are currently when it comes to the intraday chart. Market is trying to hold the combination of yesterday dip. All right, so we are holding this latest weakness, and we might see higher levels. So as long as we are above 120 on the euro dollar, higher levels, here we go towards 22.50, even 23 for now. The next one is euro Australian dollar, the daily chart. Okay, and well, we're trying to hold the combination of the rally we've seen towards the end of the February, right? This type of the rally with few dips, but currently we are making higher lows. So I'm looking for an upside break through 56.70 from that particular perspective. All right, the whole move 53, let's say 57.400, we might see 160, 161 as a possible target. From conservative perspective, you are awaiting the upside break, pullback continuation, right? If you are an aggressive trader, okay, you may wanna buy the latest double swing, upside swing low, right? We've seen on Tuesday. So in case of the market go below 55, that could be the setup around 54.75 with the stop below double upswing low, right? In the middle, I'm talking about the levels below 53.60. So let's have a look what we have on a little bit smaller time frame here, 4-hour chart. All right, and well, I would say clearly visible the possible demand we were discussing second ago. What about the supply from that particular perspective? 56.30 could be in place, and then 56.70 from this shorter term period of time. Anyway, long term, as long as we are above 53.50, 53.60, I think higher level to go up towards 160, 161 when it comes to the Euro Australian dollar. The next one is Euro Swiss franc. Well, that's the daily chart, and after monster rally from 107.80 up towards 11.50, we have a little bit of the pullback. As of now, it might be treated as a flag. Now, here we go. 110, 1980 as a demand, and I'm going to look for that zone to hold towards the end of the week post ECB rate decision, and if that's gonna be the case, nice rally is right ahead. Well, the perspective from the ECB is going to be the crucial. Well, that's how I see the things related to Euro Swiss franc when it comes to the upside. Of course, if we are going to get the daily close below psychological 110, 1980, we might see lower levels. How low can we go? Well, that's the latest consolidation before the upside break. So in that case, we see plenty of upper shadows before the upside break. So if we are going to get the close below 110, we are opening 108. So that's Euro Swiss franc in my opinion. The next one is the EURGBP, Euro Pound, ahead of the rate decision. We've seen currently at the very beginning of the April attempt to turn around, right? So we took out significant levels when it comes to the Euro Pound. We created some kind of the nice demand, but as of now, the Monday dip was quite too big in my opinion. From here, we still got the chance to see 85.50 as long as we are below weekly open. So what I'm gonna to look for is where we are going to get the close on the daily, weekly, I would say. If it's still below the weekly open, we might see 1-1 and we might see retest of the 85.50. On the other hand, if market is going to be able to go through weekly open, we might see retest of 86, 80, 87, then a little bit of the pullback charts this week open, and we might see continuation of that bigger rally. So I'm not gonna be surprised to see the levels up towards 88, even 88.70, based on what we have currently here. So let's have a look. Let's check the 4-hour charts here as well, if we can find some particular levels of the interest. All right, so as you can see, the dip at the very beginning of the week met the demand based on the rally base continuation. So quite significant development. The only worry I have right now that we are creating some kind of the bear flag here, and we might see retest of that level. If that's gonna be the case, then 85.60, what we discussed from the daily chart, it's what I'm gonna to look for as a buying opportunity. So trying to make the summary of the buying side, 85.60 if seen, right, could be the case. Also, the rally above 86.70, as I mentioned, could be the bullish setup. What about the sellers? Well, either we are looking for this bearish setup to materialize with 85.60 as a target, right? Or we want to see some aggressive rally towards 86.80, 87 and failure over there. What kind of the failure I'm talking about? Well, I would look for some kind of the stop count with upper shadow and close below 86.80. All right. So with that being said, guys, watch out carefully what kind of the outcome we are going to get, how the market is going to read European Central Bank. It was my pleasure to make the update for you. Wish you great rest of the trading week and see you around. Take care and goodbye.